Welcome to Nobody Knows with Joey Johnson, powered in part by Deep Wax Productions and Classic of Denton.
Oh, people.
Hey,
hello. How are we doing today?
Today,
Everyone.
it's Wednesday.
It is
as
Wednesday.
always.
And we forgot to ask our sponsor what he wants us to plug today. So we're just going to plug our sponsor, and then he's going to get back to us, and we'll do that at the end.
Yes.
Everyone. Oh, upcoming events. Lagerpalooza for Deep Wax. Deep Wax is our sponsor, as you
Deep
all
Wax
know.
Productions.
Local promotion, production company, all that good stuff, ran by Mr. Mark Zimmerman.
Yes.
They throw a lot of shows and events for the community to promote local arts, all kinds of things at all kinds of venues, especially the Bearded Monk, July 14th. Right now they have Lagerpalooza going on. There will be live music, which will be determined, to be announced, to be determined. TBAs to be announced. And live screen printing by Pint Services, so be ready for that. I will text Mr.
Live
Mark
screen printing is
Zimmerman.
pretty cool.
Yeah, it is cool. That's like the big thing right now.
What
You
is
just
it,
buy
though?
Shirts are just made, like, right there in front of you, dude.
Is it
Like,
because
companies come out and print shirts for you?
Is it so that they don't make a million shirts that no one buys?
I don't really know. I think a lot of people like the aspect of the live screen printing.
Oh,
thing.
it's
They
cool,
feel
definitely. There's definitely
it's
like a-
cool to support something being made right in front of you.
Yeah.
And yeah, I guess that too. It could be an inventory thing. But yeah, go check that out. I will text Mark and we'll get something sooner. Look up Deep Wax on Facebook. And I believe Instagram or Twitter, which is the other one they have. I think it's an Instagram. So Instagram and Facebook, check them out. And that one car place that sells the cars. Yeah, that's the sponsor part. So we got an awesome episode today. We have Dylan from Smoke Break with Dylan with us today. And yeah, we're going to get started. Episode whatever.
45.
Let's do that. 45.
Hey. So our mics are live.
Oh, I thought you were going to read something for the
I was,
intro.
but my Reader's Digest wouldn't work. So here's what I'm going to do.
You have Reader's Digest on here?
I was just reading some Reader's Digest recently.
Why
There
don't
was
you let me
a
look at that.
I'm not going to read it obviously word for word now because it won't load on my phone, but I'll give you a paraphrase. There was a train, like a big train that was going to like London or something, and there
Okay.
was a guy who was on the train who was like smuggling a bunch of little animals or something, right? Like
Right.
ducks,
Okay.
like some illegal duck. There's some illegal duck in London.
Are you making this up right now?
No,
Okay.
you can't make up illegal ducks.
You absolutely can make
Yeah.
this up.
So anyways, yeah, so basically in it, he gets caught and he ends up telling them that he works for this like traveling carnival or circus or whatever.
Right.
And he ends up getting away with it scot-free and wins.
Okay. And that was on
So-
Reader's Digest?
That was Reader's Digest.
I don't
so
believe you. I don't believe you at all.
it's about to pull up. I don't know why my internet doesn't work right now.
Well, anyway, what's been up, man? Episode, are we 45 right now? Is that what we think?
I
Have
think
we
we're at
confirmed
45.
this, Jake? Have we confirmed this?
I mean, you guys are deep into the 50s. We need to go back and just count.
We're deep into the 50s?
You think so?
Yeah.
There's
yeah.
no way.
I'm
That
pretty
sounds
sure.
like a DJ that's about to play some old 50s.
'Cause
We're
y'all
gonna dig
were-
deep into the 50s.
50s.
Y'all were in the mid-40s before I left for my wedding, and we've done...
Two. Since,
Are you-
right?
are- really?
We've done
I
two
thought we did
since
like
the wedding.
4 or 5, maybe.
Have we? What have we done?
No. Because
Oh.
remember how I was like, we just talked about the magic
Jake,
trick
you like
last time.
just got married.
A month ago, but I thought we did like
A
4
month ago?
episodes.
No,
since
because then I was
Honeymoon.
unavailable. I was sick.
Honeymoon for you, and then Richie was
yeah.
sick, so that was like 3 or 4 weeks right there.
True. I thought we did like 4 or 5 since then.
Oh, but by the way, I think we should talk about.
Well, we haven't got to talk about. Wait, what? What are you gonna say? The Guinness thing?
Yes.
Yeah, we haven't even. You and I haven't even got to sit.
I know we've been
so
waiting.
busy.
I've been.
I haven't even really seen
super
you.
busy.
All right, so we're realizing this is gonna take a lot. Jake, have you looked into it at all? Because there's a application fee first off. And if you fill it out, you can have to wait up to so many months, like a crazy amount of time. So for the
When you say so many months, a crazy amount of
priority application is like $800, and then priority to get someone from Guinness to come out and review your case is like $500.
So total of like what? 12, 13.
How much money did you get on a GoFundMe for your birthday? You did a GoFundMe.
I got like 150, maybe like $175.
Okay, it's not close. But
No, but that was me just saying, hey guys, it's my birthday, and these are all the ways I accept money.
What if we did a GoFundMe page? What do you think about that, Jake? Can we post it from the Denton Radio page?
I think we can get the money together. It's more of just getting the logistics and figuring it all out, and then, of course, the waiting, like you were saying.
Right.
But in that meantime,
we're gonna
waiting,
have to have it scheduled like out, like
which we've already come up with like so much stuff. Hey, how are you doing? We've come up with so much stuff about it. Basically, trying to like, this is going to be a 4-day show that is entertaining no matter what time you watch it. You know what I mean?
And what happens if the feed cuts out? Like, what's the technicalities on all that? Oh, and also it's only 60 hours, too, is the record. It's not 80. It's only 60. So do we still want to do the 100? Do we want to do the 80?
Well, as far as the feed, so like Facebook and YouTube and those guys will cut us off around like 5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So we would have to do, like the total feed would go out audio only on Denton Radio, and then we would have to break it into small video pieces. So like, I don't know, 10, 12... 15 video broadcasts, and then like I don't know, maybe when you have a guest or something that you want to highlight or something like that, and then the rest would be audio.
Okay. It's gonna be tough, man. I was sitting there and thinking about dude, sometimes this hour feels long. I don't even think we've done 60 hours of actual.
Yeah. But here's the thing.
I don't think there's been 60 hours of recorded episodes total.
I mean, almost. If we're almost in mid-50s, then we're getting close.
I mean, man.
Here's the thing. Okay, so the other day I look on my like analytics on my YouTube, right?
Yeah.
And it says that there's like 4 or 5 days of my content watched. So that means like that's like 4 or 5 days of people's lives, random people around the world or whatever, have watched me doing whatever I'm doing. That's weird.
I mean,
people watch.
That's really weird. That's super weird. But also, I mean, people will watch. It's the aspect of us having to do it. Like the 4 days thing. That's insane, dude.
Dude, what? That's what else
insane.
Are we doing?
Nothing. I mean,
you know what I mean? Like, yeah, if we were like,
if we were
salesmen or like lawyers and we had a big case coming up, or like astronauts and we were going to space, but we're not doing any of that.
Well, and I had the idea, since maybe we would be taking other people's spots that run the station here, we could just have them on during their time slots.
Of course.
So they still get the airtime. And they could interview us, or we interview whatever they want to do,
Yeah.
It could be like a collab cameo thing. It's 60 hours. That's the record. 60 hours straight.
I mean, I'm saying there's so many people around like that we could interview. We could both like learn how to like speak a second language in that time.
And like I'm sure there's a lot yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of technicalities with it too. Like
we could get like a jeweler to come in here and teach us how to make like a ring or a tennis bracelet.
Like, are we allowed to leave the room? Like, is that a thing? Like, ever? If one of us at a time is allowed to ever leave, or are we gonna be in here for 4? People are gonna slowly and gradually watch us lose our minds.
Oh, I know.
That's what's gonna happen. That's a thing.
It's gonna. Well, here's the thing. Also, I mean, I feel like we lose our mind a little bit every time we do this, but
that's fair.
I just imagine herds and herds of people just like watching us through this window.
You have a dream?
I know. I mean, I can see people standing on the stairs just trying to watch us.
Just waiting for it.
Just looking at us being like, hey, look, they are really in there. This is like our David Blaine moment.
Is it? Talking for hours upon hours?
Talking,
with it, man.
I mean, it is a little self-centered.
We've been looking into it, so you and I need to sit and meet with Mark. Mark's been looking into some things.
Yeah,
we should do the priority thing. We should do it while we want to do it. Otherwise, we're going to sit and wait like so many months and then be like, oh, wait.
But when you say so many months, there's only 12 months in a year, right?
Yeah, that's a long time.
But are you talking about like 10 months?
This could take half a year, and we would still have to pay a decent amount of money for the application. So we might as well do the priority.
But I'm saying it sounds
for
like
a little bit more money. Do the priority.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down. And the priority gets them here in what, 30 days?
I'll have to show it to you later. I don't have it pulled up right now. But yeah, dude, that would be super dope. I just realized I forgot to share this. So what have you been up to?
Just pretty much that. What
are you doing today? Can you talk about that?
Oh,
Aren't you doing
today?
something tight today?
Yeah, so today we're giving away $1,000 to the 13th person.
Okay. No, what are you really doing today?
So I'm going to Dallas to Deep Ellum Arts Co. and I'm going to be part of a cipher. I submitted a beat to them and they liked it. And so they have a bunch of people rapping. A bunch of my favorite producers are going to be there, so I hope I don't mess it up.
So it's a cipher. It's just
it's like a
everyone
cipher,
hops
but it's
the
on
same beat, right?
It's on Stream Music TV, which is some.
It's gonna be live streamed.
Mm-hmm.
So you're live performing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Does
And
that
they want
make
me to
you a
do
little
magic.
more nervous? 'Cause don't a lot of those ciphers you sometimes see on TV it's so many takes? It's oh,
Yeah, this is a one take, and there's their last thing had thousands and thousands and thousands. They have a weekly show that they put out, and it always just has thousands
you stand
and thousands
out
of views.
next to all these other rappers.
I mean,
I feel like you have
I
a
don't
very
know.
distinct
I hope so.
aesthetic compared to most rappers.
I think everyone else will probably be wearing much nicer clothes than me.
Yeah. Absolutely. But that's your shtick, right?
It's not a shtick, dude. If I
It's
had
just you
money, I'd
don't
be
have
wearing
the-
much nicer clothes.
Is it? Would
Yeah.
you? You would? What would you
Yeah.
be wearing if you had money right now?
Gucci and Versace.
Really?
No.
What
I
would
don't
you be
know.
wearing? Give me the outfit. Paint me a picture right now.
Okay, so wind pants.
Wind pants.
Mm-hmm.
Like the psh, 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 when you walk.
They're basically just really, really, really big pants, but
Yeah,
you cut
like-
them into shorts. I would cut them into shorts.
You would cut wind pants into shorts.
Yeah.
So you have wind shorts.
Yeah.
Okay.
With little sound.
Yeah. Would you have the wind jacket?
But a nice one. It
Would
would
you have
be
the
like
windbreaker
Versace.
with it, like the track,
Like
the
matching?
whole? Yeah. You remember
could
how
see
cool
that.
that was in elementary school? The wind pants.
I had some up to 3 or 4 years ago, but I think my friend was just clowning on me because I'd be like, hey, I'll be right back.
How many zippers did they have? The zippers on the side so you
Up,
could
so you could-
make it more bell bottom like.
What is that? Yeah,
don't
is
know,
that for better
just
for running?
Bigger feet people, I guess. I don't know. And then the zipper that turns them into shorts. You don't have to cut them. Some of them have zippers that you just. I used to have ones that would zip off at the leg, and so then what's up, Matt Pole? So then you would unzip the legs, and the wind pants became shorts. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's all right. All right. So you would have wind shorts.
Mm-hmm.
If you had money.
I'd have a
you would have
really,
wind
really
shorts.
soft shirt. Okay,
Okay.
Queenies, when I work at Queenies, this is a little hard, but it's just because I've watched it a million times. The shirts at Queenies are so soft that when I haven't worked at Queenies for a while, I'm still just wearing the shirts in my day-to-day life.
Your work shirt.
Mm-hmm. It's so comfortable. I have 2 or 3 of them, and I make sure
That's a
they're
rarity.
always washed.
Normally, work shirts are not comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you hate that? When
Hate
you're
it.
forced to work. And in work shirts, they always have the weird fitting. I hate the shirts that they're real short, but then they'll be wide at the bottom, so it seems like you're wearing a torso
clown.
blouse. I don't really
A
know.
lot of shirts just look like that on me.
I wish I could somehow for the listeners, the people not viewing the motion I just did,
Or
to describe this shirt.
the soccer type shirts.
The soccer type shirt.
Like
What?
the itchy soccer type shirts.
What do you mean?
Soccer tees.
Socrates? Socrates? Like the philosopher? Socrates?
Socrates. Yeah, actually, Socrates is the
There you
name
go. Who's the rapper now?
of. It's like a soccer T-shirt. No, I feel like all sports shirts, I would never wear one because I assume that they scratch. I don't like shirts that scratch me.
I don't know what you're talking about. Like mesh? Like a mesh shirt?
No, like a shirt that has a
A logo? A graphic?
no, like a seam, but on the
Uh-huh.
inside you can feel the seam.
Okay,
And
yeah.
it's just kind of
So
rubbing against
seams
you. I
were
don't like
the word
seams.
you were looking
I
for.
don't like seams.
That's it. All right, cool. Well, we got an episode for you guys today.
Yo.
Richie's guest, really. I mean, you're homie. I
Yeah.
saw some videos on Facebook.
You asked me about him. He's
Yeah.
like, hey, how come you never told me about
they
this?
make
And
me
I was like,
laugh. They're funny.
I thought I told you.
So, if you want to give the intro of what's going
Yo.
on here today, Richard.
So,
Yeah.
my homie, he's getting some water right now. But we
Uh-huh.
got Dylan Withers from the Smoke Break. Ladies and gentlemen.
boy. We'll get him in here. We got to do the sound test and stuff. So.
smoke break with Dylan. Smoking cigarettes and just chilling. Let me tell you how we feeling. This is the smoke break with Dylan. Yo, this is the smoke break with Dylan. Yo, this is smoke break with Dylan. Yo, this is smoke break with Dylan. We don't give a how you feeling. Yo, this is the smoke break with Dylan.
Hey.
Hey, that's great. Why didn't you make us a theme song? That's amazing. Do I need to give you $20?
Yeah.
20
no,
bucks
I
for
mean,
the
no,
theme song?
I did have as a theme song. I don't know. I mean,
Bro, that's great.
the thing is, it like I didn't really know what he wanted, but I felt like it matched, and I feel like people like it.
Yeah.
And you,
Yeah.
They respond
when you're
well
playing
to
it, it's like because I happened to just get on Facebook right when you went on today, and you were playing it, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, cool.
Well, because Smoke Break's live, right? You do it
Yeah.
just live, just from your phone. So do you just like play it? You play it in the car? Just
Yeah, I
like,
played on my work phone while I stream from my,
oh my
personal
god, that's
phone.
so great. So for those that are watching that don't know, what is Smoke Break with Dylan?
It's just it's a podcast, web stream type thing
Yeah.
I do. It's a stream of thought, social commentary
everything,
show.
anything.
It's
anything.
generally, I mean, I know you've been on, but it's generally just you, right?
Yeah.
Like on break at work.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah, because we've been friends on Facebook, and I don't think we've ever met. And I've like scrolled by them, and I've like watched them before. Then I sat and watched a full one the other day. I don't know. I was just like, I'm not getting out of bed today. I was like, and I watched the whole one, and I hit up Richie. I was like, dude, this is so funny and so cool. And I just like, I don't know. As a comic, I love like the raw, just like live aspect, like real. It's non-scripted, you know.
Right.
You're just sitting there, you're by yourself, literally, like you said, social commentary. It's real world, you know. You're off. What is the job? Are you allowed to? I mean,
Yeah,
Okay.
I work for a municipality,
Okay.
a local one.
Okay,
I work
cool,
at the police station there.
All right. Yeah. So on break, you just go to the parking lot and do the.
Smoke and yeah, talk
And
to my
that's
phone.
what's
That's so-
hilarious.
that's
Is
what's
like
so great about
so,
it.
and this is the thing. I mean, it's been good, but the fact that you like caught it, like when he has it down to like a formula and like a science, like it's. I mean, it makes sense. And the thing is, like, I mean, what started it exactly?
Man,
Because you were at the forefront of people going live.
Right.
That's like right when it was starting.
I remember seeing the live function, and I was at Thanksgiving, and like the family was fighting, and I had too much to drink, and so I was like, "All right, let's do this live." And that's the first
Oh,
one I
that's
did.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just kept
The
doing
family fighting was the first one. You
Well,
did?
it was me like getting away from the family
Yeah.
because I was, a little
talking into the
intoxicated.
phone?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's so great, man.
It was good.
But then it's like, it's like I've told you so many times, like the fact that it's just like a guy's smoke break. It's so like personal. You know what I mean? Like when you watch it, it's like it's not like Peter Jennings or like some like
no,
it's like
I
the
try
real everyman,
Like an everyday
take,
dude
You know?
smoking
Right.
a cigarette.
right.
The thoughts.
I try to
It's
be
less
as
break.
honest as possible during the smoke break because people can tell if you're being fake.
Yeah.
If you're trying to put on something, and I try to make myself vulnerable, and
Yeah.
people relate to that.
Yeah, it's not like when you watch, and I mean, this isn't on you, but some of those like YouTube stars that you do see where you can tell they like took 100 takes. of
No,
trying
no,
to
Right.
people don't realize if they saw the bloopers from my vlog, it is me saying the same thing
Right.
100 times and like not wanting to do it, and then the last one is the one that we use because
Right.
it took me that long.
Well,
And people
there
would
is-
never even understand. Like,
And while there's no post to it. There's no edit. Like it's right there. It's in the moment. Click the button, then you're done.
Right.
And I mean, how many views do you like normally? Like
I've gotten up to 500 views
That's
at one
crazy,
time,
man.
but usually they average 150 to 200 views per episode, and there's
Okay.
five episodes a week
and
there-
you've been doing it since
for 2 years now.
for 2 years.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I mean, you moved. That's why
that
I
is
haven't
straight
been on
committing
them,
to
right?
a bit.
Yeah.
That is straight committing
Yeah.
to a bit.
And that's the thing. I'd be on them more, but he works far. When he lived in town, I would be on them.
Right.
and stuff.
Oh, you
all
don't
the
work
time.
in Denton.
No.
And
not
it
anymore.
was a lot of fun. The first one.
Yeah.
was it the
you were
first
on-
one?
The first one you were on, you gave me that kidney stone.
Yeah.
Man. That was cool.
I had.
That was
I
really
was
Wait,
like,
what? What?
I was on it, and I was just thinking, like, okay, I need to give him, like, I need to get like Nardwar him, kind of. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Even though I guess it would be the opposite
On his own show.
Yeah.
He did
And so I
Nardwuar.
got there, and I was like, hey, by the way, I want to give you a gift. And he was like, all right. And I just like gave him a test tube with like a little kidney stone, and he was
Right.
like, what is that? What is that?
I
Wait,
kept
where
it
did-
for a long time. It was
Yeah.
in a test tube. It was a little tiny kidney stone.
Where did you get? Is it yours?
Yeah, it was mine.
Oh, okay. When did you have kidney stones?
Like
2 years
before
ago?
What's
Yeah,
that
2
like?
years
I've
ago.
never had kidney stones before.
I mean, the worst.
How do you even get a kidney stone?
Drinking tea and coffee. So
Not
That's how
enough
you-
water.
not enough water, way too much coffee.
Well, I finished my water and I haven't finished my coffee. So
you're
I'm
gonna
kidney
finish your
stone
coffee.
Free. You got so kidney stoned, bro.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
I have like probably 2 or 3 more that are probably just waiting. And that's
Oh, man.
yeah. It's
Do
like
you not drink a lot of water?
I do,
I just
but
saw
I
you
also
drinking
drink
water at
even
your house.
more tea and coffee at some time. But it feels, you know that feeling you get when you know you're around mosquitoes? Like, I don't know if it's like a smell. You haven't gotten bitten by one, but you just feel like
Mosquito-y?
mosquito-y. Yes!
No, I have
What?
no idea what that
He's like, no, I was just making up words. I really don't think that's a thing.
Well, that's how I feel about the...
Mosquito-y?
Yeah. But about
What
the
are
kidney
you-
stony. I feel kidney stony because like
You
I'm
feel
like
kidney
I'm
stoned.
anticipating like another every time I'm like anything in the world, any slight pain. You know, sometimes I'm getting older. Like I'll get a pain for like 1 second, then it just goes away. I never feel it again in my life, and I'm like, what was that? And maybe
That's just cancer, dude.
Yeah, it's
that's
just
just cancer
cancer.
slowly.
It's going to happen
developing.
more and more, man.
no, I know, I'm sure. And so
Do you have any sponsors for Smoke Break?
Not really. L&M smokes, L&M
Yeah.
cigarettes, but I mean, not technically.
Man, you could totally get. I feel like
Yeah, I don't.
even a paper.
There's a lot of stuff that I should be doing as far as that podcast
Yeah.
goes, but
but you're at work.
yeah,
It's not like that's why I love it so much is because
That's why it's so great.
you-
though.
you probably would do all this crazy stuff, but you're at work too. You know what I mean?
Right,
It's not like, hey,
right.
by the way, I do a podcast.
But I got time after work. I mean, I could really step it up. It's just like the motivation isn't there. I just
Yeah.
want to chill when I
It's
get
kind
off
of a thing
work.
for you too,
Right.
Like you just really enjoy it.
It's therapeutic, man.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, it's very therapeutic. I get up there and I spill my guts to the internet, and it feels good afterwards.
Right? Yeah. Absolutely.
'Cause you say whatever-
especially during work.
Yeah,
like with
yeah.
all the things going on in your head, all the things you don't get to say
Right.
during your shift.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm sure you're
I need some
working
like that.
just like, oh man, one more hour and I'm about to go do the smoke. You know
No,
what I mean?
sometimes I dread it, dude. Sometimes
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want to get on there, but I make myself because that consistency thing is important.
for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah.
I mean, there is basically you could take a picture, like a screenshot of every single thing and morph your face, and I'm sure you could see like
How I got like
it all
older
just
looking.
changes. Your mustache changes, your hair changes. Like
I gotta say, I am jealous of the mustache.
Thank you.
It's a really good
Thank
one.
you.
Mine does not come in like that.
oh, I didn't even notice it right now. You
See?
had it.
Yeah, it's like not even a thing. It like kind of just. blends
It's
in
it's a
with the
good
face.
mustache, man. It's a good starter
Okay,
stash.
I appreciate it, man. Started. There we go.
So another thing, this is like I don't even know. This is like
it.
just some behind the scenes. But the way me and him even became friends is because I think we became like Snapchat friends, and that was when I was on Snapchat. Like
All the
people would
time.
message me and go,
Before Rihanna.
they would go. They said you literally
Said no
Snapchat,
Snapchat.
like every hour on the hour. When do you sleep? And I would
Yeah.
like wake up and then make it seem like something cool was happening. So
I feel like
Snapchat
before we were close friends too.
Yeah.
I saw you on Snapchat all the time.
all the time. And so he would always be on Snapchat too. And then one day he was like, we like started messaging each other, and he was like, "Man, we should be friends." And I was like,
Yeah, we have
Yeah.
a lot of the same.
"A lot of
friends.
same friends." Yeah. Juice
So
and
funny.
And Pudge.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, because you're a musician also, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I play bass.
Okay, what band?
Azuline is the Denton band, and I play in a Dallas band called Bishop.
Okay, awesome.
and Bishop is new
Yes.
and Azuline.
Is
You've been there
old.
for no, it's not old.
Well, it's older. I mean,
It's
in
older.
band years, it's pretty old. We're like 3 or 4 years old.
And dog years, that's like 47.
Band years, that's old in band years, 3
Yeah.
to 4.
Yeah.
I feel like keeping just people together. Like it's like that's what I'm like. That's why I like stand up. Like I can't even get like 4 friends to like go out to eat with me, much less like show up to a band practice and like stay consistent.
It's hard to like corral 5 different personalities and like
yeah,
not
absolutely.
murder each other. I mean,
And
because
to like
musicians
make
have
it
egos.
work for a while.
Yeah.
is
See,
tough.
I'm a rapper who raps.
Artists have egos. Anyone that's doing something like
I have to be
creative.
solo. Like I don't know how to like. I couldn't start a band like tomorrow, and just be like comfortable with everything. I mean, I guess I could, but I wouldn't be
Yeah.
like. It wouldn't be like, hey, we're called the Finascos or some name. I don't know.
It wouldn't be like your element.
Yeah, I just be like, oh, this is this band, and Richie raps with them sometimes. You know what I mean?
Well, and that's why I like stand up. It's solely on me. You know what I mean? Like obviously there's audience participation, but all that work is solely it's on me. And I mean, that's
Yeah.
probably relieving too with the smoke break thing when you're, always dealing with bands and having to like coordinate with other people. What's tight about this is you get to get away from other people and just go in a car and sit there and smoke cigarettes and
Right.
spill your guts.
It's just me. And that soul aspect that you're talking about with comedy, man, that's something else. I couldn't get in front of a stage and do that.
right.
So props to you for doing that.
No, I can't play an instrument, so props to you. You wanna give each other lessons?
Yeah.
I was telling Dalton.
I
was telling Dalton the other day. I was like, I'm sad. There's two things I'll never be able to do in life: is like dunk a basketball and play a guitar. He's like, well, you can still play a guitar. He's like, stop being lazy. I was like, all right.
Well,
I
I
think
mean,
can
that's the
dunk a
thing is
basketball.
also I love all the. I've probably seen more pictures of you playing bass than anybody else I've ever seen play bass.
Awesome.
And they're always just like the action shots. You know what I mean? They're always just like you like having fun. You know what I mean? It's not like you just being like.
It's a pretty lively live performance.
Yeah.
or-
So where do
that makes
both
sense.
bands? Where do you play a lot?
We got a gig coming up at Backyard on Bell. Azuline
Okay.
does.
I work at Backyard on Bell.
Do you?
So I
Cool.
might see you there.
It's a superhero, supervillain, Azuline,
yeah.
Millennial Falcon. I think it's part of Superhero, Supervillains Tour, Last Stop, or something like that.
Right.
June 24th. So mostly around Denton is where Azuline plays. Andy's.
So what genre?
It's metal.
Like metal? That's what I
Yeah.
thought. Okay, cool. Because superhero, supervillains, metal.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
And what's Millennial Falcon? Aren't they some?
I've heard that.
I heard them recently.
They're kind
at-
of like punk.
Yeah, that's right. I saw them at work. They've been at Backyard
What
recently.
does the
I don't
name
remember.
mean? Is that something from Star Trek?
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
from
yeah.
Star Trek.
Star Wars. Star Wars. Millennial Falcon. That's a great band name. And there's another. Oh my God, what was? There was another. Manifest Destiny's Child was at Backyard on Bell pretty
It's good.
recently, and I was like, oh, that's such a great band name. I just want a band for the band names. That's all I want. Give me your best band name. Go right now. If you had a band,
The Sebastians, and just ironically, they're all named Sebastian.
the Sebastians.
Or not ironically.
pretty
but
weak, dude.
bizarrely.
That's not good at
That's
all.
a very Smith. That's the Smiths. That's the Smiths cover band.
I have
The
so many, but
Sebastians.
they're all like, I don't know if I can say them here. They're funny though.
They're funny. All right, we'll have to save them for off the air, or
Just
for
keep-
nobody cares if we ever start that.
Yeah, we will.
We could just do it like Smoke Break. We could just like live on Facebook in the car and say all the things. And we could do it after the show. All
On
the
the
things that
way.
we couldn't say in here. All
That's
the
a
things.
good idea. I'm not used to not being able to cuss.
Yeah.
It's very difficult.
You get. I mean, honestly,
Oh, do you get used to it?
I don't
though?
know. Yeah, I was gonna.
I get used to it. Hey, I'm a professional.
Right
Jake
on.
knows I have probably never said anything above PG. Or
Right
probably
on.
G. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's fair.
Completely.
I mean, and to be honest, for
But
me,
I look like the trouble
the
one.
the
but-
few slip ups I have. If you know me, that's still fairly.
Oh, you want to
impressive,
know
I'll
something
say.
though? I don't know if I should even bring it up, but Jake, I think you slipped up last time, and I'll bring it up. Yeah, yeah. It was when we
He's
were.
pointing at us.
My microphone's not even on.
No, it was when we were looking at a video, and you said that blanked me up, and I
Really?
yes. And I was like, "Whoa!" And I meant to say something about last time, but I forgot. But we'll go back to the tape and see. I'll put it on
I
the
want
phone.
to see the video.
I don't know if that's a thing. I think you're hearing.
No,
things.
I mean I might be. I don't know. But anyways,
It's
yeah.
a possibility.
But yeah, I mean it's fun because you just have to play around it. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
It's like it almost makes me think of how much more creative you would be just like not
Not cursing.
yeah
You
to a
think?
degree. I mean, you have like
Or do you think that like kind of limits that? Because then you're having to think about not saying certain things, right? Do you not think then when you're putting that brain power towards something, it's like that could be used towards a whole nother thought,
I
a
think
creative
that there's
thought,
but
if
I
you
think
will?
it's like almost super creative because you have to go past like a barrier. You know what I mean?
I mean, I'd agree on it in certain things. You know,
It's like a- it's-
I'm a firm believer if a comedian can be clean and still really funny, like that's dope. Like Norm
is.
Macdonald, like when Norm Macdonald is like super clean, but will still address like some topics that you're like, like that's impressive to me.
Yeah.
Like if Norm Macdonald, he has 10 minutes about sitting in the back seat, and it is one of the funniest things ever. And it's like Jesus, like as compared to some talking about sex or something,
Mm-hmm.
like I mean, I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. I think it just depends. I mean, funny people are funny people. You know what I mean? Like.
You either got it or you don't.
Yeah. I don't think that me not cussing has ever made any of my funny moments on here not funny.
No, absolutely.
You know what I mean? If I was like, blank, sprinkle, sprangled, like, you know what I mean? I'd be like,
What?
that. Yeah, you had to be.
Spangles.
You had to be here.
And that's, I guess, what's impressive about the smoke break thing is, I mean, I don't know if you've heard, like, Bill Burr's podcast or anyone, like when you sit there by yourself and are like just talking, like that is so hard.
It is.
I'll
It's
say
a
this.
conversation with yourself is
Right.
what it is. It's talking to yourself. It's that, it's almost insane, like, and it works.
To make it entertaining is difficult when it's just you.
Yeah,
It's-
absolutely.
It's a struggle sometimes, and sometimes I have to cut it short to 15 minutes because I don't have anything else to talk about, and I get all
Yeah.
awkward.
Yeah.
But
And you know it. Like once you probably feel the awkwardness, like there's times when I shoot videos at my house and I just like I'll do all these takes and then once I do it I'm like I don't know anything else. This is like really weird. Or I'll go live on Facebook and when I'm walking around and like there'll just be this time where everything for the last 30 seconds has not been entertaining and it needs to the rapport has been broken between me and the camera essentially.
right.
And I need to just like
Well, and just like
back
this, it
away.
takes practice. Like your YouTube videos. I mean, some of the first ones compared to now,
Oh, yeah.
you already see the difference, and it's you alone staring into a camera.
Yeah.
having to work.
Well,
it
I'll say
make-
this. At the beginning, it was just me at my house recording in front of a camera, but now I go to Cody's house.
Right.
And so,
So it's like
so
you're
he's
talking to
sitting there,
Cody.
and it's like I can like riff off him and like look off to the side at him behind the camera and make like a inside joke, and then it just builds that like camaraderie that people like to see. Like, people.
Well, one of the cool things about like the smoke break thing, or even something like this, is the live comment thing too. Like that
Yeah.
helps when you can interact with people, and I see you doing that on there. Like,
Yeah, I
Can
try
we-
to read them all verbatim.
This is shout out Rage Against the Machine Gun Kelly Clarkson. That's pretty good.
That's awesome, Matt.
what's up, Jared?
Jared's here.
The
Bosco.
comments. It's a sausage party in here.
it's a good day.
Awesome.
See, so
Do
you
we
can
have any female fans other than my girlfriend who watches
No.
and your girlfriend who doesn't watch?
Yeah, my girlfriend today
Is
was
that-
like, I've seen like one of them.
My target demo is mostly dudes.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, it's funny because even on my YouTube channel, it breaks it down to like who the person essentially is without saying who they are and what kind of phone they used and like what time. And it's like the pie chart is like 99% men and then 1%
That's fine.
like women who happened upon it.
You mean to tell me, Dylan, your demographic isn't 19-year-olds, little girls pausing the Floribama shore to check in with Smoke Break with Dylan?
Doubt it. Doubt it.
All right. So also though, I wanted to say I wanted to talk about the second time I was on when we went to that
Right.
hill.
Duryea Hill.
Yeah, is that what it was?
Yeah, that's what we called it. Duryea
Yeah.
Hill.
And we like
Duryea.
asked permission and everything. It was cool.
Yeah, there's this storage place that used to be run by this family with one of the kids I went to school with, Tim Duryea. His dad owns this place, and it's on a hill on what's that street?
It's Dallas. It's right next to Dallas Drive. It's
Shady
Teasley.
Oaks. Shady Oaks.
Shady
Oaks. Okay.
At the top of that hill, and so he decided to roll down the hill in the grass, and it looked really uncomfortable, but it was funny.
They
That
loved
sounds
it. The people
terrible.
were like, "Do it again." Someone, I think, I don't know what it was. I think,
Were you,
Either
how
someone
itchy were
suggested-
you after?
I mean, as itchy as you'd be. Running down an itchy hill.
Rolling through grass.
Yeah.
I get pretty bad reactions rolling through grass. I went and walked with some people who were playing disc golf I played some disc golf with some people a couple weeks ago, and there was high grass. I think I might be allergic. It,
you roll in
messed
it?
Up no, I just walked through the high grass, and then after,
Oh.
dude, I was dead.
For some
So-
reason, I thought
I
that
was
story was gonna
dead.
go to that you rolled down the hill and no one laughed.
No,
I was like, I had complete opposite.
I'm not
experience with
much
grass.
of a slapstick. Like, watch
No,
me
I know. You know
Kramer down
me.
this hill.
The
Not
other day, me
Kramer.
and him were talking. And I was like, dude, we need to add more slapstick in the things that we.
into the radio show. Just slowly fall backwards in your chair.
Sound effects.
Do it.
Yeah.
Like in the old movies when you see those old radio DJs.
But yeah, I
telling
just
the
remember. I
stories.
remember like my thing is I want to be the. I want to just make sure that if I'm on your.
Like that, right?
Yeah, what is this?
It's
I was-
my
yeah.
pocket Bigfoot. My mom got
Oh.
me this.
Which one was that? Which one was that?
That was the howl.
Let me hear. That's
Yeah.
the snort.
Have you ever seen? There's
Why
this.
am I not like making these? and
No,
stuff?
I know.
Like,
Why aren't we making
Someone is
anything?
making bank off of
That.
recording their friend going
Yeah.
and put
yeah.
a Bigfoot
Are these? No, no, no.
sticker.
Let's see. Are they authentic sounds?
Yeah, those are authentic
Okay, yeah.
Bigfoot.
There's actually like some. I forgot what it was. There's some show I was watching where they're showing like Bigfoot stuff. First off, there was this guy who was like an 80.
Oh.
He was like 89, and
Uh-huh.
he'd been chasing Bigfoot his entire life. And this was on Inside Edition, and they were saying, hey, the family that made the film of, like, Bigfoot, they came out. This is the
What
suit.
sparks an
This is the
obsession
exact
like that?
suit.
Just wanting deeper meaning and
Yeah.
like just
Well, here's what
wanting
happened.
something
They
to have
say,
some
hey, the
secret-
family.
Wanting to believe something bigger
Yeah.
than
Yeah, they go, hey, look.
quite
we-
literally bigger.
right.
They
You know,
showed
the whole God thing didn't work out for me. Religion, no,
Bigfoot.
Scientology, Bigfoot though.
So
that's my purpose.
basically, they showed him how this family came out and showed that they were behind the dad was behind it, and he was just a prankster, and he had all these footprints and different things, and they had the camera that it was shot on, the first footage of it, like
Yeah.
other tries and all this stuff, and in the same scenery, and the guy goes, I know it's real. I know he's real. I know he's real. And I'm like, dude, you spent your whole life.
Your whole life.
life looking for Bigfoot.
But so at a point though, when you spend your whole life looking for Bigfoot, it's one of those things that's like, am I going to give up now? I've already spent my whole... You're not going to admit defeat,
No.
although it's probably best to be like... More logical thinking would be, I've been doing this 20 years. I've scoured the earth, never found a creature named Bigfoot. He's probably not
why
real.
does it sound like
but
a caveman named him? Bigfoot.
Foot
right?
big.
Bigfoot.
Well, Yeti. What's the difference between Bigfoot and Yeti?
Yeti is an
Yeti is in
abominable.
the northern hemisphere.
I don't know. I don't talk to Yeti. He's
in the
abominable.
Antarctica.
He's just his cold cousin. That's
Yeah.
it.
The coolers are expensive.
Yeah, I don't.
Like, logically speaking, you would think, I have looked so hard, I've never found Bigfoot. Maybe I should stop. But once you've committed
Yeah.
isn't it funny? Once you've committed so much time, you're like, well, now I can't give up. Although in the back of my head, I probably know
Yeah,
he's not.
he knows
But it would
that.
be embarrassing. You can't go back.
There's a word for that. It's called denial. It's like the first thing when you're confronted with something. You're like, what? No way. Bigfoot is real. I've seen this fur. You see this fur, and they're like, that's orangutan.
I want to know how many Northwestern marriages have been ruined because
Oh.
the husband is just like never home looking for Bigfoot. Single mothers
Jeez.
raising kids by themselves.
Man, you need a better
Daddy's
hobby.
out looking for the truth.
Like
honey.
we would have
Looking for
found
the
him. We would have found him by now. We gotta
Right.
get these like.
You know what's
So here's the
dumber?
thing.
You know what's dumber than Bigfoot? And as a kid, I used to think it was the coolest thing because the monsters. I loved monsters as a kid, but like the Loch Ness monster is the dumbest one. It's like, dude, like he's in a condensed area. He's in like a pool.
It's
he's
a
in
lake,
a bowl.
right?
It's a lake, yeah, right? Like a
No,
Loch-
here's the
what is
thing.
Or a
Loch
loch.
Ness?
No, here's the thing. Last time you probably saw a Loch Ness picture was when you were a kid, when it could have been real. But we have CGI and stuff now. If you look at it now, it literally just looks like Play-Doh. You're just like, oh, duh. We are smarter than like the film, like the detectives of photography who told you that these UFO photos could or could not be real. You know what I mean?
Right.
We know we know better than those people do. Like
Wait, what are you saying?
Yeah, what?
Start out. Yeah, what are you?
we
come
are
on.
the smartest peoples.
Exactly.
Us three in this room.
No,
right now
all
are
of
the
us.
I agree.
Conscious, I'm saying. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I'm saying
me
we're so
too.
far ahead. We're so far, like technological wise, that none of these hoaxes that they made 50 years ago hold up because we've seen like we know that like
I haven't seen anything. Just
Okay,
because I
let's
have
do
a
this.
phone, that doesn't mean I like.
I'm gonna show you this Loch Ness monster, and it's not gonna be what you remember.
I'm discounting it because actually, you know that I'm pretty sure they've disproven that picture. I've read something.
It's a
I read
submarine.
something like everyone. I've read a thing.
I read this
saw
thing in
something.
Reader's
I read
Digest.
a thing. I read a headline.
Well, but that I'm sure you read that way before Facebook.
When I first saw the picture, I believed it.
I did too.
You know.
I was like, well, I don't know what it is.
And then the Bigfoot thing, that looks real. That looks like some kind of large animal dude.
And the fact that it's like
These
kind of
guys
shaky.
just get their panties in a wad though, and they're out there for months on end in
imagine
a
that?
year. Like they have to know. That's the thing too. Is like like it becomes an obsession just to know if this thing exists.
Uh-huh.
And then what? What happens if you find it?
Can we pull up a picture?
Yeah, then
of
you have no
the
hobby
Loch Ness
anymore, right?
monster?
Yeah, exactly. Then you got to pick up watching golf or something. You know, There's
Oh,
nothing's
really
ever
quick.
gonna.
Speaking of
You go.
golf.
That's when you graduate to Loch Ness.
Right.
That's
That's the next
you
level.
find Bigfoot. Then it's like getting black belt.
No, but there's is that it? Is it just Bigfoot and
El Chupacabra.
Yeah, those
yeah,
are.
that one's real.
Is that
one's
real?
I saw a
Yeah,
video
they
of a
don't?
shaved
Okay.
bear. It looked exactly like a chupacabra.
That would make sense. Okay, so that's what we got. That is what we have right there. There are books.
It looks like an
there
elephant
have been
trunk.
there have been books written about that photo right there. Like
That's a lot of
They
content for
they
a
have
picture.
disproven that. I think.
no, they have, dude. That's a submarine, a toy submarine with
not
clay on it.
Not a submarine.
No, it's
with
not.
clay,
Yes.
Whitney.
That's
No,
a monster.
There's a
Totally
monster.
Let me see.
When he gets out of the water, he goes and lives under someone's bed. Because monsters are real.
Yeah.
Likeness,
Yeah,
photo.
that's how old is that picture? That picture's from like 1938 or something, right?
Yeah, it's pretty old. Oh, 1934. Yeah.
Oh, dang. I was
Um,
close.
Oh. Wow.
Look at that
Richie
one.
is right.
Oh, am I right again about everything again?
What do we know about Vox.com before I say Richie's right again? One more time.
I know that my friend
Right,
works for Vox.
right about what? The book?
It was a toy well, I'm just double checking my
Oh.
sources real quick. Yeah, it was a toy submarine. It was a toy submarine with a
I
plastic head.
had no idea. You were right, man. I thought you were just making something up.
Thanks a lot, Scott.
What else
It's
do we
in
have though? We have
Scotland,
other
right?
sea monsters. I know that I used to have a book about hoaxes, and there was like a picture of a net with like a dragon
Mermaids,
thing.
maybe?
Oh, mermaids. See, even Discovery Channel came out with a thing about mermaids. Hold on, let's see this. Apparently, there's versions of Bigfoot on every continent besides Antarctica.
That's
There's
the Yeti.
versions.
Apparently, who's Robert J?
That's my buddy Bo.
Bobby J?
Huh.
Apparently, there's versions of Bigfoot on every
I wonder
continent.
what it
I
is
wonder-
in India. Like, what is their Bigfoot?
Right,
you know?
that's what I'm sitting here thinking. Is like, do they all get together like once a year and just like have a Bigfoot convention, hang out?
Well, you've seen shows where people actively go out looking for Bigfoot and recording it, right?
And you watch it thinking you're going to see
Yeah,
him,
you
and
That's
you
do.
the
never
thing too.
do.
Is you're never gonna see them in the just like those ghost shows. You never
Yeah.
see a ghost. You
No.
hear a loud noise and then they run. It's like
Oh
the
my
most
God.
anticlimactic
But
Blair
why
Witch
don't we
spinoff.
make this show?
I want to make a ghost
Yes.
show, man.
Would you want to stay with me?
where you actually see the ghost show? The
Dude.
ghost? That'd be tight.
I'm trying to stay.
We'll
I'm
just
trying to
fake it.
stay the night at like the most haunted place ever in Denton.
You know
Even if
they're
it was down.
remodeling. Oh, in Denton, they're remodeling the Baker Motel. I
Yeah,
never
I'm
got to
from
see that.
I'm from Weatherford, bro. I'm like 10 miles from there.
There's a house
Mineral
on
Wells?
Oak. There's a house on Oak that's got this mural in the attic of Sam Bass. You know who Sam Bass is?
Uh-uh.
Sam Bass Hill.
Uh-uh.
He used to be this robber back in the 1800s, and apparently Sam Bass Hill is out 35W towards Fort Worth.
Right.
It's the highest point in Denton County, and there's like his treasure's supposed to be buried out there.
What?
Yeah.
Let's go get it.
Oh my.
See,
Sam
here's the
Bass.
thing. We don't even need to actually find the treasure. There, people will watch I watched this video the other day of this guy who was like looking for gold. He didn't find it. All these gold.
Well,
shows
that's
on
all these
TV,
shows are. Is
They
look
never
and they
find
never
the
find it.
gold.
So right now we're spoiling that we're gonna go on a.
They don't care. They'll still watch it. We should call. Hey, we're not going to find anything.
By the way, we should make a show where we go on a thing and then never find the thing. That'd be really great. These suckers will eat it right up.
dude, they will love it.
I
Well, you
love
did have
it.
the ball
The
right.
Legend of Sam Bass.
I want to find the treasure. I want to
Yeah.
genuinely find it.
I mean, me too. But if we don't, at least we can say that that's what was to expected. You remember when Gerardo Geraldo, what's his name?
Geraldo
Geraldo
Rivera.
Rivera.
I
Yeah.
don't know what I just
Geraldo.
said.
What'd you just say?
I don't even know.
Geraldo Rivero.
I don't even know. But
That's
anyway,
my favorite Yankees pitcher.
But he remember when he opened Al Capone's like safe, and there was just
There's nothing in there.
it?
Yeah.
It was like a big event. They're like, tonight we're gonna open it up.
Snakes protect the treasure. Have you heard of this, Matt Pohl?
I think he knows.
Snakes. Have you heard that? Snakes protect.
What does that mean?
That's new to me, but I can see how that makes
Like
sense.
This bank robber could control the minds of snakes.
I'm pretty sure that's right.
That does
That's
kinda make
accurate.
I don't know why, but it does make sense. to me.
Legend reads.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Oh man, I want Matt to. That's so. I want to go find a treasure, dude. All
That would
but
be
hey, we
cool.
need to
No.
focus on the Guinness World Record, and then we'll go find a.
Yeah.
treasure.
What is that? What is that about?
We want to break the Guinness World Record for longest running episode of a talk show, which right now
All at once.
Yes,
Ah.
right now these dudes. I think they were from Japan, Vietnam, somewhere. It was 60 hours.
Nice.
Is what they did. Yeah, yeah.
That's quite an undertaking.
Originally, we
were gonna
thought
do
it
like
was
100
80, so we
hours.
thought we were going to do 100, but now that's only 60. I mean, we could cut
hit
that.
75. Here's the thing. The reason why you want to shoot so far is because we don't want to have to do it again.
No, wait.
You know what I
do you-
mean?
Yes,
If
for
we hit
sure.
100, so say it's 60, right? So here's 60. If we hit 75, well, someone will just hit 80. But if we hit 100,
We
someone's gotta
have
do
that
even
security
more.
blanket. You know what I mean? Like, you want to break the record because what's going to suck is what's going to suck for these guys is they have no idea that two idiots in Denton, Texas are like plotting to beat their record,
Yeah.
you know? And then
Yeah.
how does that work? Do you just get like a text like your record has, you know, like you
Oh.
just get notified? Just a little
Well,
bling.
so Houdini held the record for like holding your breath for like 6-7 minutes
That's been beaten.
for
right?
like until like the 90s, right? And it was like set in like the 70s or 60s or something, or whenever he died, like 50s, I guess. And so then this guy broke it to like 10 minutes, and then David Blaine broke it with 17 minutes.
What?
And then the next week, somebody broke it for
How
22
do you train
minutes.
for something like that? Just a lot of swimming and yogurt? Like, what do you...
Hold your breath.
Yoga and
forever.
yogurt.
Yoga and yogurt? Is that-
Yogurt.
Yes, it's Yogurt.
Yeah.
I mean, but how? Like, lung exercise? Like, what is the... How long can you go
Me?
underwater? Have you tried this?
Maybe a minute?
Let's try this right now. Just with the headset on. Just dive into that cup of water. You think maybe a minute? That's it?
I mean, I have.
Oh, are
like-
you going to just hold your breath right now? You got to hold the nose, too, right? Because it's like water. All right.
Here we go.
Richie is under the water right now.
So with that that Guinness World Record for podcast length, did they get to like take bathroom breaks and eat, or
That's
was
what.
this,
So we don't know that yet, because here's the thing with Guinness is you got to pay an application fee, and it's like pricey, and then you got to wait months for them to review it, and then if they accept it, you got to pay again to have a Guinness person come out and review your case in person and give you all the logistics, and that cost.
wow?
And you got to wait months. So then it costs more to do the priorities of both, which it's a decent amount. But after that, we figure out the technicalities, and we're not sure.
Are you really
I
gonna
would
make this
assume-
happen? You're gonna make it happen?
Yes, I want to so badly.
That'd be cool.
So badly. And when I get my mind set on something dumb like Chicken Gate or a comedy festival, you know, I end up doing it. And then, right now he's almost to a minute. You're going to beat a minute.
Yeah, dude, you got a minute.
Keep holding that breath, buddy. But yeah, I mean, I think it'd be great, dude. And it would be so cool. I mean, the town would love it.
It'd be
it'd be great for the station. 104. Oh,
All right, now I'm at a minute 4 seconds.
what was Houdini's record?
Like 7
Oh,
minutes.
dude, you suck.
I mean, this is with no
You're not
training
Magic.
at all. This is with me, no training. This is just like, hey, hold your breath real quick. I mean, do you think you could beat a minute 5 right now? A minute 4?
I'm a smoker, though, so probably
That
not.
would have been cool if you passed out, man.
I literally saw my glasses getting foggy.
I'm a smoker. I don't know if I could. All right.
Let's see. I got you. Ready? 1.
No, no one counted you down. Let me do this when I'm ready, buddy.
All right. So there has been a time where I did hold my breath for like 2 or 3 minutes but I was practicing every day.
Back in the day.
Yeah, I was at LA Fitness, and I would just go for. I had like a membership for only like 2 months, but every day I would go in there and hold my breath in the sauna.
Wait, you got a membership to go hold your breath?
Yeah. Well, I got a membership to work out, but
But you held
I
your
ended
breath
up just
instead.
holding my breath a lot.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah. And
Because
like-
if you don't do it at a gym, it doesn't count.
No, it
you
doesn't
know?
count.
It doesn't go.
Well, it started with me swimming laps, and I was like, I can hold my breath from going here to there. Like, I might as well. Like, I wonder if I could.
You got this, man. You can go 105.
It's easy. He also has cheek. I didn't have the cheeks puffed.
The cheeks puffed. Yeah, so if you're just watching, he decided to hold his breath, and we're seeing how long Joey can do it. So that's why we're looking at the phone. Oh,
man.
Richie
Oh,
won.
What was that?
101.
101, 104. Wow.
Wow.
I don't want to die on my own show. I don't want to die before I break a Guinness World Record.
But when you got to like 30, were you like, oh, just 30 more seconds?
Yeah. It wasn't that bad
I just-
until once you hit that minute, and then those last
Once
four.
you hit that minute, and then you're like, but you know what? It's because you're anticipating the minute. If you weren't looking at it like this and you just held your breath till you couldn't, you would turn it around and it would be like a minute too.
Huh. I mean,
Right.
but when Houdini's doing it, that training, like he knew. You're like
He's
probably having to
upside down
count.
in a trunk too. You know what I mean? He's got
It's like going
he's
into your
got-
nose.
like.
Oh, he had to get
handcuffs
out of a
and
thing. So
shackles
he had to
and
get
stuff.
out of a
Yeah.
thing.
Oh,
Oh,
that's another level.
Yeah,
So that's body.
I didn't even
movement.
go underwater.
Right?
No, literally.
I'm not that
clap
impressive.
your
over
hands
some-
while you're holding your breath, and I bet you'll last 40 seconds. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. I'm at a minute point 4. I don't know if any of y'all saw that. If anyone y'all,
Dude,
if
I
any of
can
y'all
beat
were
that, dude.
You think you can?
I can beat
Do
that.
it.
All right, let's see,
Yes,
let's see.
I was
We
gonna
got this.
say,
Let's
we have
go.
one more.
We got one more. All right, hold on. Well, let's let you do this.
If we got the time for it.
Oh,
Yeah,
man,
we
we got the time,
All
man.
right, here
'Cause I
goes.
want to ask you about Dylan Fest in just a second.
Jake.
Yes, he is starting now. His
All right.
breath is held.
We will see. Who
I
has-
guess I don't want to say anything too funny, so like let's.
Yeah, I already almost laughed during yours. No, I think we could do it, dude. But we need to set a goal, and I think it'd be really cool. Is if we hit our goal, so much, like we have people donate money. We do the charity thing, like we were talking about. That gives people incentive to like come out, support, come watch us,
You know, Rob
bring
Dyrdek.
us food and goodies and all that.
Rob Dyrdek has the
Have Rob
record.
Dyrdek come out.
He has the record for holding the most world records.
No, he doesn't.
Mhm.
No, he doesn't. There's some other guy that has it.
Really?
Yeah. The guy who holds the most world records or has broken the most
He
world
holds
records?
the most.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
51.
Hey, smoke break with Dylan.
Smoke-
guys.
I smoked too much,
Hey,
man.
that's impressive. That's impressive
I
for the
was-
guy with literally a show about smoking. That was pretty good.
I was starting to see stars. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Right?
I
It's
had
a
to
very
stop.
interesting thing.
That was
It's a
hard.
weird thing that tells you, hey, you need to keep breathing.
Right. You should probably get some air.
No, this is crazy. The guy who has broken the most world records.
So what do you think about Dylan Fest?
Where's it at?
It's got my name in
Whoop,
it.
whoop-de-doo, there it is. I want to say whoop-de-doo.
Hey,
Who am I?
Dylan, can you unlock your phone for me
Ashrita-
again?
Can I what?
Can you unlock your phone for me again?
Yeah.
Ashrita Furman, Keith Furman, is a Guinness World Records record breaker. As of 2017, Furman has set more than 600 official Guinness records and currently holds more than 100.
But what does that mean? Does that mean who can do this the most times? Because I'll do that 1,000 million times.
I mean, should we see what all he's broken? Record for fastest mile. He has the fastest mile balancing a baseball bat. So you run, like literally, look, it's a picture of him running, balancing a baseball bat in his finger. So he has the fastest mile.
It's got to be measurable, you know?
Like, what does this guy do? You know what? This is it. This is what he does.
he got
was-
an inheritance and just spends his time
Right,
breaking
'cause those
world records.
application fees. All right, he was fascinated with Guinness as a child. Yada yada. He became interested in spirituality in 1970. Became a spiritual leader of something. They inspired him to do a 24-hour bicycle race in New York City. 2 weeks training. He tied for 3rd place. Furman set his first official record by doing 27,000 jumping jacks in 1979.
Nice.
Dang. In 86, Furman invented and set the record for underwater pogo stick jumping. So he invented that. So here's how this guy he
ridiculous.
invents things. He's like, look, I'm the best at it. Yeah, because no one else is doing this.
Right.
No one else ran a mile balancing a baseball bat.
Yeah, it's always a thing doing a thing. It's never just like,
But that's kind of creative, you know? You got to think of random things. To
No,
be the
yeah,
best
I
at.
mean, that's,
do you get money if you do break the record? Is there like some?
No.
no, you just
No,
get the
you-
record.
Yeah.
I don't think it's. Do you get
He
publishing
set
rights?
record
Do they
of-
put you in the book?
Furman set records. Yada yada. Okay. Creating new records. That's what I want
I
to
just
hear.
invented this.
That's cool, man.
Land rowing. He invented land rowing. Whatever that, like literally rowing like a boat on land.
This guy's actually pretty creative. I'll give him that.
He broke the record for the largest pencil. He made a really big pencil.
What about the most time with your eyes closed and not being blind? Like, you could do that.
Huh. Like having to live with your eyes closed.
Right. For like a week.
Making the world's biggest.
For like a week.
We could make the world's biggest cookie.
I wonder what that is.
I bet that's already been
But
done,
see,
man.
he invented like
But we just make a bigger
underwater
one.
underwater cycling.
It doesn't matter if it's been done. We just make a little bit bigger of one.
Oh, this is his gimmick. Look, the pogo stick, underwater cycling, land rowing. He just takes things on water and puts them on land, or he just takes things on land and puts them in water, and then breaks a record.
He's on a land hot air balloon,
just
driving around.
I don't know how I feel about this.
That's
guy.
awesome, though.
It's cool though.
I'm glad we just got to give away that $1,000. That was awesome.
Yeah,
cool,
the
man.
$1,000 that we're giving away on the radio. If you come and
When
watch,
people
the
walk
show.
by, we want them to think
Wa-
that we're just giving away all this money.
Watch next week for your chance.
Yeah, absolutely. You got any plugs, man? I think we're
Oh,
about
yeah.
on the time. To,
What is it? May 27th, this month, Sunday, Bishop is playing at Rocklahoma Festival in Pryor, Oklahoma.
Ooh.
Then June 1st at Trees, Bishop has a gig opening up for Anchored. And lastly but not least, June 24th, Ashley Line is playing at Backyard on Bell here in
Let me
beautiful
tell you how
Denton,
we
Texas.
feeling.
Yeah.
This is the smoke.
I'm gonna be on Stream Music TV tonight. I have a lot of things coming. Watch my YouTube. I'm gonna have a bunch of videos coming that people are gonna be like, "What? Cool!" So yeah, follow me at Richie Flow on every social media platform.
Nice.
Oh, can I say one thing?
Absolutely.
Check out the Smoke Break Monday through Friday at 12:30 from my Facebook page. Just search Dylan Withers.
Boom.
WITHERS. And
Correct.
still in DYLAN, right?
Correct. DYLAN Withers.
Awesome, guys. I'll be at Harvest House doing some stand-up comedy on the 30th. That's next Wednesday, so next week. And then some of my Colorado people that listen, I'll be there 7, 8, 9, 10. So look at Facebook, Joey Johnson, all that for details on such. This has been Nobody Knows every Wednesday, 5:30 with Richie Flow. And Dylan,
Boom.
appreciate it, man.
No
It was
problem.
dope.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely, dude.
Hey.
Bye, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Boom, boom, boom.
Well, thank you for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the show. We want to invite you to join us on Facebook and check out our friends Deep Wax Productions as well as Classic of Denton.